Hello there guys, one last quick video for you before Christmas, and this is the Tamiya 1/24 scale VW Beetle. Now full disclosure, I didn't actually build this. This was built by my ex, who did a pretty good job of it actually. Obviously she had expert tuition, and she left it in this stage where it's had a coat of grey primer, but it hasn't been painted. Recently I found the box in the cupboard, so I thought I'd take it out and finish the model. As I say, most of the interior and the underside have been given a coat of grey primer, and then the large single piece shell have been given a coat of white primer. We've also got the 4 wheel hubs plus the spare one, and a fret of chrome plated pieces, plus of course a bag of clear parts. Looking through the instructions, it looks like almost everything has been done. So we've got the transmission and the engine built up. Almost all of these details have been added. There's a couple of parts floating around in the box, which I think need adding after the shell goes on. The interior details are not added, but they've been built up. Then we have the sort of dash and steering column, again all built up. And so really it's just my job to choose a colour. Tamiya do give us this table in the instructions of the official colours of that year, each one featuring an internal colour and an exterior colour. I'm not a great fan of any of those options, so I'm going to go with a very Christmassy deep red colour for the exterior, with a nice sort of off-white creamy colour for the interior. The paint I chose for this was Tamiya X7, which is their gloss red, and although I haven't shown it, I did try to build this up with numerous thin coats. Red's quite a hard colour to spray actually, but overall I think they went down fairly well. I do like this X7, it's slightly different in shade to the XF7, and it's quite a deep, almost like a cherry red, and I think it looks pretty good on this thing. There are a couple of areas that need some black paint work. Given the complexities of masking this, I decided that brush painting would be easier. As always, I use Vallejo model colours for the detail painting, along with these rather nice AK brushes that I bought recently. We're not going to see that much of the engine detail, but the instructions do ask us to paint a couple of parts in different colours, and I thought, I'd at least make an effort to do some of those things. This is Vallejo model colour aluminium. This brush paints and airbrushes equally well. The rear light housings are clear parts which you need to mask off and paint red for the parts that shouldn't be clear, if that makes sense. And then use clear orange and clear red for the tail lights and the indicators. Then it was a case of masking off the rear seat ready for painting. With hindsight, this probably should have been left separate, but the original plan was to brush paint it anyway, so it would have made no difference. I am going to airbrush it though. The off-white colour that I've used here is Tamiya XF2 flat white, with a tiny amount, literally just one small drop, of this ivory colour from AK Real Colours. And Tamiya and AK Real Colour paints can be mixed in this way. The Beetle has quite a lot of chrome effects in the interior and on the exterior. It was reasonably easy to apply those on the interior, especially using those fine pointed brushes that I had. So we have the dash trim and the steering wheel. This is all Vallejo metal colour chrome. We've got the door handles too. However, I do slightly regret trying to apply this effect on the exterior. We've got that chrome stripe down the bonnet. Is it still the bonnet if it's at the front but the engine's at the back? I don't know. If you're American, it's not the bonnet at all, is it? Anyway, I do slightly regret putting that down there because it didn't come out super well. And in particular, my stripe on the side here really wasn't super good. Perhaps I should have masked alongside the stripe on both sides to avoid going over it, but I don't know. It doesn't look awful, but it doesn't look great. And for that reason, I avoided doing it on some of the other parts, including the trim around the windows. At this stage, I could start to put pieces together. So here's our interior, with those weird sort of interior door parts there. When I glued those in place, I just slotted the shell, the outer shell, over the top to make sure they were held in place, really. The glazed parts were attached with some PVA glue, and as I mentioned, I didn't do the trim there because I figured I was going to end up messing things up a bit. Then I could put the body shell over the chassis. This was not a particularly good fit. As you can see at the bottom of the doors, there's a bit of a gap there. And they're really the only contact points. I felt like the shell needed to snap down into place, but I couldn't really get that happening. And I wanted to be careful because I didn't want to flex it and have the windows pop out. So what I did in the end is just place the shell there and didn't glue it into position. And then that gap at the bottom of the doors is hidden somewhat by that black trim that goes on there. We do get a fairly big sprue of chrome plated parts. Normally I would paint over these, but in this case most of the attachment points are invisible. For example, on the bumper they're facing downwards, and I could just touch them up slightly with some Vallejo chrome paint. There are actually quite a few chrome parts. We've got the door handles, the rear view mirror, we've got the wing mirrors, various lighting pieces, and so on. And then with one final Christmassy addition, my VW Beetle was complete. And there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. I would like to say thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, have a very Merry Christmas and a happy 2026.